The Chicago Bears visiting the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC divisional round for a playoff showdown. I'm your host, Bricks Buntley, and I'm going to be broadcasting today's game. We are in for an exciting game. As they take the field, we will give you the brief. There goes the Atlanta Falcons special teams huddling up. This is a fast unit, a fast and physical unit, and they are up against an even more physical unit. This Bears team is big, strong, very physical, featuring their explosive Hall of Fame all-time great back, Walter Payton. He is going to look to carry his team today. But first, we will get a look at Michael Vick in the Atlanta Falcons offense as they take the field. Here we go, guys. Not a minute to wait. Kick off, and the game is on. Reggie Bush. Oh, Reggie Bush will take a knee. Wisely will take the knee. And here comes Michael Vick. The explosive quarterback. He had a great season this year. Of course, it doesn't hurt when you're throwing the ball to Julio Jones. They got rid of Odell Beckham, realized they didn't need him. It was somewhat overkill, actually. So now they're let's see what they have in store here. Shotgun. Oh, and they give it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is going to get taken down. Yeah, I'm going to give you more information on their backs and receivers shortly. As soon as the prompt comes up, and here it comes. All right, so they feature a zone blocking offensive line. They have a shifty back in Barry Sanders. Brashard Perriman is the speed guy, running the Z, and of course running the X is Julio Jones. As they line up in the trio formation, Julio Jones up at the line of scrimmage. Michael Vick in the shotgun, scrambling. Michael Vick escaping. He's great at this, and they tackle him. They get him down for about a 3 or 2 yard gain. They're going to be looking at third down after this play. And the Bears defense, physical unit, strong, good inside linebackers. Jarrell Freeman and Danny Trevathan, they're solid. They have Tamba Ali and Bruce Irvin on the edges. Prince Makamura, Kyle Fuller on the corners, and Quentin Dents, and that other guy in the safeties. A solid defense. Tamba Ali was a huge pickup with the Chiefs. With the influx of Hall of Fame players, the Chiefs got Derek Thomas. They were able to let go of Tamba Ali, and he was picked up by the Bears, and there goes Walker. He's going to fall short of the third down. The Falcons playing it safe and conservative here. That's a 1 yard gain, and they're going to punt. Falcons have unlike what you would normally, what you would see at first sight. The Falcons boast a very solid defense, so sometimes they do play conservative. They like to keep the ball on the ground. They like to run a very conservative, efficient style of offense. They don't like to turn the ball over. They much rather take the ball away with their athletic corners. And here's the man looking to challenge that defense, Jay Cutler. Yes, people, we blew the dust off of Jay Cutler. We took the best of them and put them all in one person. And here he is, leading this team with his strong arm and his gunslinger mentality. He hopes to get a victory here today. Lined up in the strong eye, tight formation, Walter Payton. And they're going to fake to Walter Payton. Jay Cutler looking, and he gets the ball away. Oh, and it's an interception. Interception, that's Brian Poole. They pulled Brian Poole from the cornerback ranks and put him at safety. He made more sense to move to safety with his size. Ricardo Allen normally plays safety, but he was only a 5'9", 180-pound safety. It made more sense to put Poole there, as Ricardo Allen often got exploited against the run, and Poole right there, showing that he can hold his own versus the pass. There were some concerns about losing Ricardo Allen's ability, his ball hawking abilities, but Poole is no slouch either. Now here comes Michael Vick yet again, and they're in the tray open formation. They like to run out of this formation, and they will. There goes Barry Sanders with space. Almost breaking free, but the short tackling of Danny Trevathan is sure to bring him down. As Dan Quinn watches with excitement and vigor. You know, Dan Quinn came over from the Seattle Seahawks, and that's the type of, they run a very similar defense, the Falcons do. As Michael Vick takes the read option and keeps the ball, running to the sideline, stiff arming, and gets down, gets to the perimeter, gets a first down. That's what they want to do, guys. They want to play efficient football. They want to run read option football. They really want to get the running game going. And they don't want to ask Michael Vick to do too much with his arm. Michael Vick has a strong arm, and he will throw the ball down the field. But they don't want to ask him to do too much. They want it to be a collective effort. They don't want any one person to carry the offense. They want this to be a collective effort as they move up the field. Here we go. Trey open formation are the Falcons. And Vick drops back. They look to throw a screen, and they get it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders with space, and he scores. Touchdown. And the Falcons get out ahead first here in this first quarter. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Great play. Great play. That was wide open. Little resistance. They like to run those screen plays to Reggie Bush, but here they do it with Barry Sanders. As Barry Sanders keeps the ball, he takes it in. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons sure do look good in their alternative uniforms as well. A classic modification, mixing the classic red helmet that they wore in the 70s and in the more modern jersey that they used in the 90s. It comes together well, if I must say. Great possession, great start for the Falcons. Now, if you're the Bears, as Devin Hester fills this kickoff, let's see if he can create anything. Now, Devin Hester, the greatest kick returner of all time, he sheds a tackle. All right, not able to create much there. Now, if you're the Chicago Bears, what you want to do, you want to get the ball in your running back's hands. Walter Payton is a dynamic running back. This team already features a good running game. As their running back Howard, he was the leading rusher as a rookie. So they already, in their game plan, they already have a solid zone running scheme. Walter Payton looks to take that to the next level. Let's see if they're going to give him the ball. And they're going to fake to Walter Payton again. Jay Cutler looking, maybe he's going to use this strong, he's going to use this cannon, and he's going to throw down the field, and it's going to be broken up by Desmond Trufant, that time trying to get it to his old buddy, Alshon Jeffrey. As we look at the Bears offense, yes, people, Alshon Jeffrey is back in Chicago, and he is teamed up with Brandon Marshall. The dynamic duo brings it back home along with Martellus Bennett. This is a large Chicago Bears receiving unit, and they are going against a much smaller Atlanta Falcons secondary, but much faster though. So we're going to go size versus speed here, guys. And there goes Alshon Jeffrey with the reception brought down, but after he gets the first down, Jay Cutler, yes, getting into his groove. Jay Cutler looks to retaliate after throwing that interception, and he's off to a good start. That's certainly the way to do it. Getting a first down to Alshon Jeffrey. Jay Cutler to the flat. Walter Payton, he's going to be run out of bounds. All right, so let's take a look at this Atlanta Falcons defense, a very athletic defense to say the least. With the special addition of Dwight Freeney, he is a beast. He played for them, I believe, 1 year, but it was past his prime, but we brought him back, put him in prime form, and he is a beast off the edge. You couple him up with this athletic defensive front, the linebackers and the defensive line, and you have Deion Sanders along with Desmond Trufant, and you have probably the most difficult team to pass against in the NFL. Of course, the Eagles, as we see, the Eagles won their game. The winner of this game will play the Eagles. The Eagles picking up Darrelle Revis and Brian Dawkins, a throwback classic. They certainly have a stout defense themselves. And here we go. Down the field is Cutler, throwing the ball to Devin Hester that time. Devin Hester coming in, not able to hold on to that catch. Not able to make that catch. And they're going to punt. It looks like they're going to punt here. And the Bears need to beware. I think it's good they're pushing the ball down the field, but they don't want to get themselves in a situation where the running option is no longer there. They're not. I don't even believe they've even given Walter Payton the ball yet, and that is just. I don't understand that method, guys. I don't understand it. Hey, let's get a look at Julio Jones. He hasn't had a catch yet. His team's in the lead. That's scary. That is scary. Vic, they don't ask Vic to do much, but at the very least, he will get the ball to Julio Jones. First down. Fake, Michael Vick. Getting out to the flat to Barry Sanders with space. Barry Sanders on the spin. Yes, they normally run that play, that formation with Reggie Bush in. They like to pass it to Bush. Bush is a bit more dynamic out of the backfield catching the ball, but they want to give Barry more touches. As Barry tried to elude the defender, but they're able to corral Barry Sanders. Barry, of course, is at his best when he is taking the handoff. Spread formation. Reggie Bush is in the game. All right, are they going to pass? And they're going to pass it to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush with space. Reggie Bush explosive out of the backfield. One of the better backs to ever play the game when it comes to catching the ball out of the backfield. That's why they brought him to Atlanta. They wanted a third down back, and not just a third down back, but a change of pace back, a receiving back. And that's what Reggie Bush provides to these guys. As you see, the elusive move. He's just so comfortable catching the ball and then making a move. With all the move, Barry Sanders is one of the most elusive backs, but Reggie Bush just has a talent for making plays after the catch. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Falcons on the move. Barry Sanders, he gets stopped up. It's a good stop for the Bears. You know, this Bears defense, man, they don't get enough credit. They're a very solid unit. You never see this team really dominated. Now, they're not the Steel Curtain, or they're not the 2000 Ravens. But teams don't rarely dominate these guys. They're always there. They're always there to hold their own. And here goes Michael Vick up the sideline as he scrambles. Routine Michael Vick play. He takes it up to the 49-yard line. And they are 1 yard deep into enemy territory. Michael Vick doing what he does best. Out of the split panther formation, they probably will run, and they will. They give it to Barry Sanders on the edge, and this is dangerous, folks. Barry Sanders slipping by, exploding up the sidelines, and he gets the score. Touchdown, Barry Sanders. 49-yard touchdown. Barry Sanders with the score. Explosive play. Touchdown, Atlanta. And this is getting out of hand fast, people. You do not want to let this team get a groove. This team is explosive. If you're in a position against this team where you have to throw the ball down the field, it's bad. Now, the Bears, we've seen the Bears. They have had success throwing the ball down the field versus this Falcons secondary with the physicality of their receivers. They're able to outfight for the ball with these guys. But that's not an ideal circumstance. Because you never know when Deion Sanders is going to come down with the ball, or Brian Poole, or Desmond Trufant, or Robert Alford. I mean, it's just ball hawk central in this secondary. And don't forget about Ricardo Allen, who was even a bigger ball hawk than Brian Poole, but now they moved him to the cornerback position. And here we go. As I babble about the Falcons, I get excited talking about the team. All right, here we go. After a 25-yard return, or 25 yards per return for Devin Hester, the Bears look to take the field. Oh, I can't talk right now. Okay, and it is 1st and 10. The Bears giving the ball to Walter Payton, and he is tackled in the backfield. You know, you can't expect much from your running back if you can't get him past the front line. And that time, they are not able to block Adrian Claiborne as he gets off of the blocker and makes the tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Jay Cutler surveying the field. He's done this all day, and this time he tries to escape. Gets 2 yards. He's had success waiting back there in the pocket. Stronger arm guys, they're able to get away with being back there a bit longer. Jay Cutler is certainly second to none when it comes to arm strength. Here we go, 3rd and 8. Jay Cutler with the ball. And he throws a strike to Meredith. There goes that man. Now Meredith, I didn't get a chance to talk about Meredith yet. He was the starter. He was the #1 option prior to redemption, I should say. Redeeming all of the old classic players. And Meredith is a formidable slot receiver. There's not many slot guys that could handle him one-on-one. But Robert Alford looks to do so. Cutler down the field, and they get the ball to Alshon Jeffrey. A reoccurring theme. Alshon Jeffrey just too physical at the point of the catch. And Jay Cutler, they're protecting Jay Cutler back there. This Bears offensive line is solid. If anyone can rack up some passing yards against this secondary and against this defense, it is the Chicago Bears. They have the offensive line, they have the quarterback, and they have the receivers to do it. You just have to wonder, they only ran the ball to Walter Payton once. You have to wonder, what is the science behind that? And it looks like they're going to give it to him finally. And Walter Payton looks to spin, but Dwight Freeney, too quick, able to grab a hold of him. Walter Payton now with -2 yards. Not the start Walter Payton was hoping to have. And they get him in the backfield. Great play by Dwight Freeney. Dwight Freeney he's a very solid pass rusher. That's what he's known for. But sometimes he can contribute in the run game, as we see. Walter Payton looking tired now. But I know they still need him, and they're going to give it to him. Walter Payton skirting up the sideline. There he goes, and he gets out of bounds. Good smart run by Walter Payton, getting what he can, taking it out of bounds. 3rd and 3 from the 24. And in comes Howard. And that's what's so difficult about this Bears team. They have two starting caliber running backs. All right, the Chicago Bears, Cutler releasing, and Deion Sanders right there on Brandon Marshall, knocking that ball away. Brandon Marshall not able to come up with that pass. Deion Sanders doing what he does. Would have liked to see Brandon Marshall get more physical, but he was not able to use his size on that play. 4th and 3, they're looking to kick a field goal, and it's going to get blocked by the Atlanta Falcons. Wow, what an unfortunate chain of events for the Chicago Bears. That is not good. They really needed that. Very, very, very unfortunate for the Chicago Bears here, as the defense takes the field against this surging Falcons offense. You have to imagine they have to feel a sense of urgency here. They don't want to let the team get ahead of them too much. All right, let's take another look at that Brandon Marshall play, where Brandon Marshall failed to come up with that ball and Deion Sanders knocked the ball away. Here we have looks like they were running maybe man. Were they running man? No, they were running zone actually. Or was it man? No, it was man defense. I'm sorry. Deion Sanders closes, giving Brandon Marshall space, knowing that he has the speed to close. Closes extremely fast and gets right there. Marshall probably felt some level of comfort knowing he had some type of separation, but Deion is so fast, so explosive, able to get there and break that ball up. And it's Falcons ball now after the blocked field goal, and it's not looking good. Let's see. If you're the Bears, they really should work that running game and give it to Walter Payton more, but they've chosen not to. And here go the Falcons. Play fake. Michael Vick rolling out to the left, and he gets the ball to his tight end, Delaney Walker. Michael Vick at the moment 5 for 5, 34 yards, 1 touchdown, playing smart football. Michael Vick playing very solid, very smart football, very, very well coached. The coach, they do a great job of getting the right plays for Vick to run. Michael Vick up the middle, didn't see anybody on the 2nd and inches, and they're able to wrap him up. They actually lost a little bit there. It's going to be 3rd and 1. All right, and this Bears defense looking to get some flame back. Their team needs it. This Bears, they need the defense more than ever now, and the defense is looking to deliver. Michael Vick surveying the field. Another vertical concept. and no one's open. The Falcons, they feel confident running these vertical plays because they have a quarterback that can scramble if no one's open. But at that time, the theory did not work in their favor. So we have 3rd and 1. Very convertible, very doable. But can the Bears step up? And they're going to do a play fake. Michael Vick is going to roll out, looking for someone. He doesn't have anyone, and they're going to get Michael Vick out of bounds. Great stop for the Bears. They needed that stop. 4th and 3. The Falcons more than likely will punt the ball, and they will get the ball back to their offense. All right, here we go. And coming onto the field is the punter. 4th and 3. It's a good punt. Maybe it's going to be if he's going to let it go. He's going to let it bounce. Oh, fortunate for the Bears, it's going to bounce into the end zone, and they're going to take the ball at the 20-yard line. Jay Cutler now with a new chance to breathe. Taking the field. Let's see if Jay Cutler can create something on this drive. There we go. And they're in the pistol formation. Pistol trips. And they're going to give the ball to their back. Walter Payton juking, and they're able to surge and get him. Man, Walter Payton, he's looking like he's going to break one. You can see it. You can see it. Walter Payton, he's on the edge. You can see the eagerness in Walter Payton's body language. He really wants to break free. Here we go, 2nd and 11. And they're going to give it to Payton again. Walter Payton running through the tackle for a nice solid gain, about 2 or 3 yards. Running through the tackle there, Walter Payton. Oh, you gotta admire Walter Payton's ability. They call him sweetness for a reason. Strength, speed, and grace. He has it all. 3rd and 8. Martellus Bennett lined up as they line up in a trips formation. All right, and that's the end of the first quarter, guys. And we are looking at it. We have a game here still. The Falcons have looked good early on, but as of late, the Bears, they're fighting back. And they're looking to get on the scoreboard here as they have the ball. And guys, if you are thirsty, drink Gatorade. It works. All right, coming out, 3rd and 8. Can this be a turning point? This is big. This is what the playoffs are all about. Jay Cutler dropping back with time. And here comes the rush, and they get him. They're able to get to Jay Cutler. He's been able to escape all day, but that time they get him. That's Atlanta's first sack of the game. They cover everybody up, and just no one was open on that play. They finally get to him. Man, as you look at the coverage down the field, you see tight coverage, and you finally see the collective surge of that Atlanta Falcons defensive line. Finally, they break free and they get to Jay Cutler. All right, punting, 4th and 16. All right, here goes Deion Sanders with blockers. And Deion Sanders cutting. And Deion Sanders breaking free. Whoa. Deion Sanders almost breaking free and running that punt back. Always dangerous when Deion Sanders gets a punt return. 21 yards on the return. And the Falcons with the ball in plus territory. They take the ball looking to score. All right, and they're going to line up in the I formation. The I slot formation, it looks like. Here goes Michael Vick dropping back. And Michael Vick is going to scurry up the middle, and they're going to stop him. Michael Vick being very decisive. Very decisive. Very quick to take off and run. That's his game. If there's nothing open, Michael Vick is just he's gonna go. All right, 2nd and 9. Oh, and they're going to give it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders stumbling on his own man, falling down, getting tripped up that time. He had space, but he got tripped up. Right now, it's almost like the Falcons are getting in their own way a bit. Maybe a bit over anxious. Probably a bit very, very excited, probably, more than likely. As they're licking their chops, hoping to get a victory. Michael Vick rolling out to his left, and he gets the ball to Hooper. 1st down. And Michael Vick will remain perfect, 6 for 6. Running a great game plan here. Running very simple plays. They're running simple plays. They're not asking him to do too much. They give him simple rollouts, simple drop back plays, simple concepts, and he has the choice. Either he's going to run it or he's going to throw it. And he's been on fire. He's been following that template, and it's been working. As Barry Sanders takes the ball and he gets corralled up the middle. They run that play a lot, and that's typically one of their better plays. Barry Sanders up the middle, right up the gut, out of the shotgun formation with the defense spread out. Barry Sanders usually is able to find room there, but that time, the Bears say, nuh-uh. Barry Sanders breaking out. Barry Sanders putting on a move. Barry Sanders at the 20, at the 15, and they get him down at the 15. Barry Sanders, 79 yards. Man, Barry Sanders, man, if Barry Sanders gets going, man, it's good night. And Barry Sanders is increasingly gaining momentum as this game goes on. Look at this move. Wow. No one, absolutely no one can stop on the dime and spin and juke and move the way Barry Sanders can. He's the best in the business when it comes to that. Knifing through traffic, Barry Sanders creates. He creates as he gets the 1st down. And here go the Atlanta Falcons in the shotgun ace formation, and Michael Vick will keep it, faking to Barry. Michael Vick cutting up and spinning. Michael Vick will walk into the end zone, making it look very easy. The Atlanta Falcons get on the board yet again. That is Michael Vick's 1st rushing touchdown of the day, and you just had a feeling that it was going to happen. That's what Michael Vick does. He runs with perfect timing, though. Barry Sanders getting them up the field running, and then they fake it to Barry Sanders. Michael Vick keeps it, and he walks in. They made it very easy for him. He just had to elude one player, and he can do that almost in his sleeps, it seems. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons, as we wait to see if they can get this extra point. And they get it. It's good. 21-0 Atlanta Falcons, and this game has gotten out of hand. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, the Chicago Bears are dealing with much more than they can bear. No pun intended. Oh, man. Alrighty. Here we go. Kicking the ball off to the to the Chicago Bears, and they're gonna take this thing into the back of the end zone, and they're not gonna come out. One heck of a kick. Whoa. That was one heck of a kick right there. Jay Cutler wants to get his team rallied now, man. Jay Cutler really wants to do something. They've been held to 56 total yards. Not good for business. Only 10 yards rushing, 46 yards passing, and they've struggled. All right, Jay Cutler dropping back, looking to throw. And Jay Cutler unleashing with his cannon of an arm, getting the ball to Alshon Jeffrey, and Jeffrey drops it. Oh, no. Alshon Jeffrey not able to hold onto that ball. In double coverage, almost coming down with it. But instead, they knocked the ball out of his hands. 2nd down. Out of the I formation. Jay Cutler faking to Walter Payton. Unleashing again. And he has his man, Jeffrey, wide open. Running up the sideline. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. They get on the board finally. And that is good. in the first half. You want to get on the board before the first half is over, and they have plenty of time to turn this thing around even before halftime. The Chicago Bears leaning on that strong arm of Jay Cutler, letting him drop back and find the open man, and he gets the ball down the field, hitting his man in stride. Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown. Wow. That play was money as soon as it left Jay Cutler's hand. Beautiful ball, beautiful play, and the Bears look to catch up to this surging Atlanta Falcons offense. Let's watch the extra point. Good hold, and it's looking good. They get it. The Chicago Bears putting together a two-play drive, 75 yards, only took 19 seconds. Phenomenal. As we look at John Fox, congratulate his team. John Fox is certainly a good coach, and he's hoping that he can get his team to rally. As Taylor Gabriel takes the kickoff, he had some room, but they're able to get him down. And the Falcons are going to take it at the 32. Here we go, 1st and 10. The Falcons, they've looked good all game on offense. And they're going to hand it to their running back, Barry Sanders. He cuts it in. Nowhere to run for Barry. He tried to find something, but he couldn't do it. That linebacking core of the Chicago Bears, it's solid. He's had some success against them, but they certainly have had their share of stops as well. And Vick is going to keep it again. They're going to fake it to Barry. Oh, and Vick is going to get stopped. Michael Vick, 55 yards up to this point with a touchdown. Michael Vick is just playing so well. Wow, and Michael Vick just good run, good solid run, great play design. Michael Vick is starting to keep the ball now. As they close in on Barry Sanders, that fake to Barry Sanders with the Michael Vick keep has been very prosperous for them. And Michael Vick rolling out on the fake end around. Michael Vick getting the ball to Reese. Maurice trucking down to the 30 or the 29-yard line. I'm sorry. Marcel Reese, what a play. What a play design. They fake the end around, and they get Michael Vick on the perimeter running, and he throws the ball to Marcel Reese, and Marcel Reese clobbers the defender. That was a great play. Awesome play. Phenomenal. Famous Amos did not have a chance on that play. Marcel Reese took him out. Dan Quinn loves it. Wow. At the 29-yard line already, they're looking to score yet again, the Atlanta Falcons. Here go the Falcons to the perimeter. Oh, Barry Sanders spinning, and they're able to get him. There goes Tamba Ali getting in on the action. And this Bears defense has really closed in on Barry Sanders. That's why we've seen Michael Vick keep it a lot on their read option plays. They've really zeroed in on Barry. Barry has torched them up to this point. But as of late, the past couple of drives, or the past few plays rather, they've really zeroed in on Barry. As they fake to Barry again, Vick is going to keep it. Vick with space gets the first down. And this running game is giving them headaches. They don't know what to do. They stop Barry, then Vick keeps it. And then Vick gives it to Barry. They get yards too. It's all in the read. It's all in the decision making. And this team is running a very efficient running game right now. 1st and 10 from the 12. And Michael Vick giving the ball to Barry Sanders. Oh, and Barry Sanders is going to get tackled after a short gain. A 3-yard gain. Man, they have decided. They have decided. It seems that they have decided they're not going to let Barry Sanders gash them anymore. They have been very strict on Barry Sanders now. And I guess they may much rather take their chances with Michael Vick. Barry looks tired. And they're going to fake to Vick Barry again. And they're going to get, this is why you want to give the ball, put the ball in Vic's hands. I'm sorry. You'd rather take your chances with Vic because he's more prone to fumbling, but that time he's able to fall on the ball and keep it. They want to gang up on Vic. They want to pound Vic. Vic is not built to take those kind of hits as he knocks the ball out of his hands, but Vic is able to grab it. But that's the idea that the Bears have in mind. That's why they're zeroing in on Barry Sanders. As Reggie Bush comes into the game, top of the screen, number 25, and he's running out into the flat. Are they going to give him the ball? They're not. They're going to throw across his body, Michael Vick, and he gets the first down, does just enough. Michael Vick continuing to be efficient. Smart play. 7-yard pass play right out to the flat. Taylor Gabriel gets the first down. They're still in scoring contention. They have 3 more downs to score. A whole new series of downs, man, and they're playing great ball now. Out of the wing pair formation of 3 tight ends, they give it to Barry Sanders, and they stop Barry Sanders in the backfield. Barry Sanders, his numbers are phenomenal based on his earlier runs, and they don't want to allow that to continue. It looks like they have really zeroed in on Barry Sanders. He already has 85 yards. They don't want to give him another one. As they stop him again in the backfield, Barry Sanders losing 4 yards on that play. They're going to take this play out from the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. And the Falcons will line up at the 5-yard line. I formation, trips. I'm sorry, single back trips. My mistake. And they are going to sack Michael Vick, Bruce Irvin, and this defense taking a stand. So the momentum has permeated all the way through to the defense. Jay Cutler on the last drive throwing that big touchdown, and the defense able to come up with a stand here. We're seeing a change in the tide here, people, and the Bears are looking to fill the comeback. The Falcons send their kicking unit out onto the field as they look to get 3 points. And that is good for 3 points. They now have a 24-7 lead, the Atlanta Falcons. And that is nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to laugh at. They get stopped that time. But hey, the Bears still got a lot of work to do if they want to get back into this game. The Falcons are still in a good position. As they kick the ball off, let's see who's going to field this. Oh, it's going to be Jackson, and he's not going to take it out. All right, so here comes Jay Cutler yet again. Jay Cutler, he's been solid all game. He's been impressive. But it finally came together that last drive as they scored. And this looks like a running formation. Oh, and they're going to pass it out of this formation. Jay Cutler looking, surveying the field, releasing the ball late. And Jay Cutler taking advantage of his strong arm privileges. You can only make a play like that when you have a cannon like Jay Cutler throwing across your body late. Jay Cutler getting the ball to Brandon Marshall against the secondary. Phenomenal. Brandon Marshall making an outstanding play on that ball. First down, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler has been dynamite up to this point. He wants his whole team to step up to par. And here goes Marsh. I can't even get his name right. Walter Payton spinning. That was a counter play right there. Well, very, very well blocked, and they get 7 yards. Out of the shotgun formation, Jay Cutler letting the ball go. He's using that cannon, folks. He's been using that cannon all game. And that time it flies over the head of Brandon Marshall. Heavy I formation, 3rd and 3. Maybe they're going to try to run for it, and they are. Pulling guards. Oh, and Walter Payton comes just short. 1 yard short of the first down. And that's been the story of the Bears. They move the ball. They make some good plays. but then they just fall short. They keep falling short, and it's looking like the Falcons are going to get the ball, and they're going to be able to run a 2-minute drill, and that's where Michael Vick is actually at his most dangerous. In the running the 2-minute offense, Michael Vick is extremely effective running the 2-minute offense. Yes, and they're going to punt it. This might be a fake here, though. They might fake it. Let's see. They only need 1 yard. No, they're going to punt the ball away. Not too good of a punt. That was a bad punt. That was a very bad punt. They're going to take the ball from the 29-yard line. That is not honoring the field position that they gained with their offense. And here come the Falcons. Delaney Walker receiving the catch, and he gets clobbered. Delaney Walker gets absolutely clobbered on that play. Oh, spin. Barry Sanders with the spin. We're going to take a moment now to acknowledge one of our biggest supporter, Kimberly Wright. We see her here in the comment section. Hi, Kimberly. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. As the Falcons get ready to take this ball out, to run this play, it looks like they're going to line up in the Trey open formation. Michael Vick skirting up the middle, spinning, and he's going to get another first down. Michael Vick is so dangerous running the 2-minute offense. You have to defend his running ability and his throwing ability, and it is so difficult to do that in a fast-paced setting. Michael Vick dropping back. Michael Vick slipping away. Oh, and Michael Vick getting down. Michael Vick, he's just going to keep running. As long as there's no one open, he's just going to keep running the ball. That's just what he's going to do. It's a nightmare on a defensive coordinator because you're covering everybody, and he's just going to keep attacking you and attacking you and attacking you. And he moves the ball up the field so quickly. When the offense has the intention to move the ball up the field quickly. Michael Vick with the hard count, taking the ball, and he's going to take off again with room, and Michael Vick, oh, and they take Michael Vick down. They get him at the 30-yard line. Out of the shotgun trio formation, Barry Sanders to Michael Vick's right. They look to move the ball yet again, faking to Barry Sanders. Michael Vick with the ball, and he's going to let it go. Michael Vick finding his man right in the corner. That's number 15, Rashad Perryman. That's his first reception of the game. It comes at a very poignant time. Michael Vick letting go of the ball, getting it to Walker, and they're going to call a timeout. Timeout, Atlanta Falcons. As they have a 24-7 lead, they're in good shape here. Michael Vick is going to line up in the ace formation, double tight ends. Quick drop back, and they're going to throw the fade route to Julio Jones. No, Julio Jones not able to come down with that. 3rd and 4. Almost had Julio Jones. Let's take an exclusive look at this play, actually. Let's go inside and look at this play. This is a play that you figure would work in the favor of Julio Jones. He's a physical, fast, strong receiver, and he breaks free, leaving his defender, jumps up and elevates, but they're able to knock it out of his hand. That is a great, great, great play by Fuller, being able to match the physical Julio Jones at the point of the catch. And he's able to save a bit of life for his team. Let's see what they do on this 3rd and 4. Empty formation. Michael Vick likes to run out of this formation, and he will. He takes off Michael Vick. Oh, and they're going to run out of time. They got greedy, and they're not going to get to score before halftime. They got greedy. Michael Vick thought he was going to be able to get into the end zone. And that is the end of the first half, people. As we queue up the highlights, I want to say thank you to Kimberly for all the love and support. You are awesome. And here we go, people. The Bears, they have struggled tremendously, guys. They have struggled tremendously. And they've had their flashes. They've thrown for more. They've thrown the ball. You see 141 yards, but that's the only category that they've dominated. They've made big plays all day. But the Falcons have been able to capitalize, as we see here, starting off with the interception. That's how the game started. That was the first big play of the game. And then the Falcons, they didn't waste any time. They took it right into the end zone after that interception, and they scored a touchdown. Very easy, very simple play out to the Barry Sanders, very simple screenplay. And here Barry Sanders broke free. Barry Sanders early on dominated the game. But the Bears would soon corral Barry Sanders. And here goes Jay Cutler. After a number of tries, a number of attempts, Jay Cutler was finally able to get something going, but that drive would stall out, though. And here comes Vick. Again, the Falcons would get the ball back, and they would score yet again, running the score up to 21. But yet, here goes Jay Cutler, finally able to score, finally able to get his team, after a number of drives stalling out, he's finally able to get his team into the end zone on a deep ball to Alshon Jeffrey, and we are here now, 7-24. The Atlanta Falcons are up as Devin Hester fields the kick return, and he's going to get tackled at the 24. And on this first possession, the Bears really need to score. I mean, I hate to exaggerate or overhype, but they really need to score, and they're going to need help from that man right there, Alshon Jeffrey. He's been their lead receiver. He's had a couple of explosive plays, 2 explosive plays, and he's been dynamite, and he has a touchdown. Let's see if they're going to get the ball to him again. Jay Cutler dropping back. Quick release. Gets the ball to Shaheen. Jay Cutler, again, looking good. His completion percentage isn't the highest, but he's thrown a lot of downfield balls, a lot of deep balls. And considering his style of play, Jay Cutler has been very efficient. He's played a good game. 2nd and 5. The Bears are in the pistol bunch formation as Jay Cutler takes the ball, and he's going to get the ball to Brandon Marshall on a quick release. Good play. You know, that could work for them. Brandon Marshall is he's very effective after the catch, very dynamite. They can get that going. That would certainly be good for the Bears. All right, and they're going to fake, and they're going to get the ball out again. Jay Cutler releasing the ball fast on this drive. His receivers coming open fast. They're running some quick hit plays. Alshon Jeffrey with 4 receptions, 132 yards. He has not been slowed down at all by this Falcons secondary. Deion Jones was able to make the hit there, but Alshon Jeffrey has dominated. All right, 1st and 10. Chicago Bears with the ball. Quick drop. Oh, Alshon Jeffrey with the ball, and they're going to tackle Alshon Jeffrey. They get him down. Desmond Trufant with the tight coverage that time. Alshon Jeffrey is good for 8 yards. At the top of the screen is Brandon Marshall. Right underneath him, Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to hand the ball off to Walter Payton. And Walter Payton's going to get stuffed in the backfield. You know, to my surprise, this defensive line has been very good against the Chicago Bears offensive line. They've been very stout against the run, and I don't think any of us expected that coming into this game. 3rd and inches. Jay Cutler calling an audible. And the audible's to a fake run. Good fake. Oh, and they get the ball out. Great play. Jay Cutler, great play. Calling the audible, faking the run, getting the ball to his tight end. Jay Cutler not playing any games. They must have really had a good talk in the second half. They really coached him up. And they came out here with a different strategy the Chicago Bears have. And they march right up the field. They are at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Jay Cutler with the fake again to Brandon Marshall. And he's going to let it go to Alshon Jeffrey. Jeffrey holding on to the ball. His 2nd touchdown of the game. Alshon Jeffrey continues to dominate. He is more physical than the defender across from him. And he is holding on to the ball. And he is making plays. Jay Cutler with a beautiful ball. It looks like Alshon Jeffrey beat Desmond Trufant at the line of scrimmage. We are going to take another look at that, folks. That is a beautiful play by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is playing at an MVP level right now for his team, carrying his team, hoping to get his team into the next round of the playoffs. Extra point is good. That was a 7-play, 75-yard drive. Alshon Jeffrey dominating again on that drive with multiple catches and the grand finale catch. A solid, tough, physical catch. A physical grab at the end of that drive, holding on to the ball to yank in the touchdown. Let's take a look. Let's see what occurred there. Alshon Jeffrey appeared to have gotten a great release. Wait, that's the wrong menu item. We're going to go here. Alshon Jeffrey. It appeared that Alshon Jeffrey beat his man at the line of scrimmage. Let's see. They were in press coverage, and he does. Very strong at the line of scrimmage, at the point of attack, and Alshon Jeffrey just quickly gets there, and he's able to ward off Desmond Trufant in that last attempt to break up that pass. Alshon Jeffrey just too physical, too much size, too much strength for Desmond Trufant, and they're going to need to send Desmond Trufant some help. But we've seen Alshon Jeffrey succeed in double coverage though up to this point. So let's just watch and see how this thing unfolds. All right, here comes Michael Vick coming onto the field. And the Falcons, they were on their feet just now after that scoring play. The Falcons, even though they have the lead, their cushion is beginning to diminish, and they're starting to feel the urgency. Let's see what they're going to do here. And they're going to give the ball to Barry Sanders. And Barry Sanders, he's going to get tackled right away. Not much space for Barry Sanders on that play, but it's a good gain, though. 5-yard gain, well-blocked play, good play design. Let's see if Barry Sanders can now become effective again. The Bears have shut down Barry Sanders. Maybe they're going to scheme some plays and try to get Barry Sanders going again. And they're going to fake to Barry on that play. And Vick is going to roll out. Vick with room, getting the first down, juking. Vick escaping up the sideline. Michael Vick with room. Big play, Michael Vick. 135 yards. First down, Michael Vick. 135 yards on the day. Explosive day for Michael Vick. Michael Vick, you just knew Michael Vick was going to come out here and do something. They showed that shot of Michael Vick standing up after that Alshon Jeffrey touchdown, and he comes out here extra motivated. He gets his team into enemy territory on one run play. Michael Vick, the dynamic quarterback, explosive, elusive, fast, agile, everything you want in an athlete is in one person, Michael Vick. Here we go, the Atlanta Falcons now taking the ball at the 36-yard line. Ace formation, 2 tight ends, motion. And they're going to fake it to Barry Sanders. And he's going to throw down the field. Oh, and he missed that throw. You have to imagine Michael Vick's nerves are probably running pretty high. He's excited. He's probably maybe getting a bit eager as he overthrew that ball. That ball was overthrown by a good little margin there. Michael Vick is excited. He does not want to lose this game, and he's feeling the urgency. He does not want to wait around for the Bears to come back. He says, let's go now. Let's score now. Here go the Falcons. And Michael Vick taking off again. Michael Vick fighting for more yards. It looks like Michael Vick is trying to put this team on his back, put this game in his hands. 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation. Michael Vick dropping back. Michael Vick taking off yet again. Has room, has the first down. Michael Vick getting down at the 20-yard line. Wow, Michael Vick. The Bears, they're saying, okay, Michael Vick, if you're going to run, we'll let you run. But you're not going to be able to keep running. Eventually, you're going to cough up that ball. The Bears are playing conservative defense. They're dropping back and covering everybody. Michael Vick has nowhere to throw the ball, so he has to keep running. And they're going to get the ball to Gabriel that play on a short crossing route. Michael Vick taking what he can from this zone shell type of defense that the Bears are running. A bend but don't break defense. Right now is the time to not break there. They have bent all the way up the field, and they're going to run another screenplay, what they did on the first drive of the game. Barry Sanders spinning. Barry Sanders striking the tackle. Barry Sanders with a great effort at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons are really looking to punch this ball in there. Michael Vick, phenomenal play. Phenomenal gameplay all the way up the sideline and running a smoothly run offense right now as they get the ball to Barry Sanders. And Barry Sanders, man, he certainly got the memo. Let's go. The memo right now in that Falcons huddle is let's go, guys. That's the mantra. They have come out here excited. Michael Vick is very motivated right now, and the team is following his energy. All right, here goes Michael Vick again in the shotgun, and they're going to give it to Barry. Barry Sanders looking up the middle, and he finds room, and he skirts up the middle. He got held up a little bit, but he found a little crease, and he skated up the middle, escaped, and got the touchdown. Right here, he was jammed up a little bit. He had to wait a little bit of patience, and he just exploded right through that hole. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Great play by Barry Sanders. The Atlanta Falcons did exactly what you want to do. The Bears did exactly what you would want them to do. And the Falcons came back and did exactly what you would want to do in response. Can the Bears match the intensity of the Atlanta Falcons? Showing the mentality of a champion. Rising up, even at the slightest bit of momentum change that the Bears have showed. The Falcons rising up and pushing up and posting a momentous drive as Devin Hester is tackled at the 29. Jay Cutler will come back out. And Jay Cutler, who has been good, he has pushed the ball up the field all game. Jay Cutler, that last drive, 6 for 6, 74 yards, was a phenomenal drive. They came out and they responded tremendously well. But the Falcons able to do the unthinkable just now. And now the Bears, they need to keep this going now. They have to outfight the Falcons here in the second half. And there goes the ball to Walter Payton. They're going to stop him. They're going to stop Walter Payton there. 2nd and 9. The running game has been not a good thing for the Chicago Bears team all game. They have shut that running game down. It's not good if you're trying to win a game against this team. And they're going to get the ball to Bennett. Bennett has been very inactive throughout the whole game, but that time Bennett is found over the middle, wide open, crossing the formation. Michael Bennett getting the first down, getting his team into enemy territory. Michael Bennett, big play. And the momentum of this game has risen on both sides. The Bears are finally riding that wave. They are finally riding that wave, and they are elevating their gameplay, and they are matching the Falcons' intensity, and they are moving up the field. So is the offense. Their offense, they really need to score here and give their defense a chance to retaliate and get a stop. But right now, we have to watch the Bears' offense. And here goes Walter Payton with space, stiff-arming. Walter Payton with his strength. And that's the biggest run of Walter Payton's day so far. That was a very good, very well-timed, very well-placed play call. Because right now, they really can't afford to grind it out with the running game because they're behind. But at that time, at that moment, you couldn't have called the running play at a better moment. Good play call. Walter Payton setting the tone. Delivered a message on that play. Chicago Bears from the shotgun. Jay Cutler dropping back. Jay Cutler looking. Strong arm throw. Getting to Meredith. This physical team. Strong arm, strong running backs, strong tight ends, strong receivers. This team is just so physical. And that has been their right to their claim to fame all season long. That is what they do. And it is working for them here today. A very strong team across the board. 2nd and 2. And they're going to give it to their running back, Walter Payton. Again, this fast defense. Speed versus strength, guys. And we all remember what our coaches told us when we were kids playing Pop Warner football, guys. Speed kills. And we have seen speed defeat strength here today. Because strength has to get going. And if you're fast, you're going to get there before the strength gets going. And as we see, Walter Payton gets tackled in the backfield before he can get any momentum. 3rd down, and here goes Jay Cutler. Was that a touchdown? No, that was not a touchdown. At the 1-yard line. Nice catch by Martellus Bennett. His 2nd catch of the game. They kept him bottled up all game. And if they could get Martellus Bennett going, that's going to be an extra fold into this offense that will really benefit the Bears' cause. Deion actually able to come up there and make a play. Deion's certainly not the most physical guy. You can see he really didn't look like he wanted to make that tackle. But he did. He did it for the team. He took one for the squad. Here goes Jay Cutler, sending Alshon Jeffrey in motion, dropping back. Jay Cutler looking. Jay Cutler's going to get sacked by Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett with his 2nd sack of the day. And that is the 2nd Atlanta Falcons sack of the day. They have not got to Jay Cutler as much as they typically do, but that time they get to Jay Cutler, and it is good timing, to say the least. Yes, indeed. Grady Jarrett coming up big for his team. His 1st sack was a collective sack. It was not a lone sack. This is a lone sack. He took Jay Cutler down by himself on that play. Good play by Grady Jarrett. 2nd and goal from the 3. Oh, and Walter Payton he has space, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Great play design by the Chicago Bears. Phenomenal. They ran 2 phenomenal run plays on that drive there. Once they got into enemy territory. Very well-timed, well-placed running plays. They couldn't have done it at a better time. As though you see those physical receivers just manhandling the small secondary of the Atlanta Falcons on the perimeter. And Walter Payton walks in. And it is a 10-point game, people. And we're in the 3rd quarter still. This is still a competitive game. The Falcons have tried to run away with this game all game long, and they have not been able to do so yet. There goes Walter Payton. As we look at him, he looks happy. He looks happy to finally get involved in this game. And here goes Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush at the 20 tries the juke, and actually he's going to be taken down at the 18. Reggie Bush, you probably should have not taken that ball out that time. Probably should have took the knee, but he's decided to take it out, and they're at the 18 now. Barry Sanders. Wow, what a game. For a moment there, with Barry Sanders, the way you monitor his games, it's about the runs that he breaks big runs. He's not a consistent every down type of back where he's going to get yards every single down, but he will break free, which he has done today. And he has 100 yards today, people. And Michael Vick, here we go, rolling out. Oh, Julio Jones not able to hold on to that ball. 2nd pass deflection for Fuller. And Fuller, that's his 2nd pass deflection. That's his 2nd pass deflection on Julio Jones. Remember, his 1st pass deflection was on Julio Jones in the red zone when they ran that fade route. And and Michael Vick was able to put it right in Julio Jones' hands, and Fuller was able to break it up. And here again, Fuller not letting up on Julio Jones, not backing down from the challenge. 2nd and 10 from the 18, Michael Vick. Michael Vick looking, and Michael Vick gets sacked. That is huge. Bruce Irvin's 2nd sack, and the Bears are capitalizing on the momentum shift. They are building upon the momentum shift. They are continuing to take control of this game bit by bit. That is a huge play. They sent the pressure that time. They blitzed the safety, and they are able to get the sack. Michael Vick not knowing where to go with the ball. He panicked, tried to run, then he tried to throw, and by then it was too late. Bruce Irvin containing Michael Vick, keeping him in the pocket, bringing him down for the sack. Julio Jones is going to line up in the slot on this play. 3rd and 16. Let's see if they go to Julio on the slot. And they're not going to go to the slot. They're going to dump it off to Reggie Bush. And that's a safe play. Just want to get a bit more space to punt this ball away. 4th and 10 from the 18. This drive did not move. 3 and out. One hell of a drive. One heck of a possession by the Chicago Bears, holding this Falcons defense to 0 yards. And they're going to punt this ball away. And Jake Cutler is going to get this ball after a Devin Hester return. And he has blockers. Devin Hester with blockers in space. Devin Hester juking. Oh, and they're able to get Devin Hester down. And Devin Hester almost able to break free there. It's always dangerous when Devin Hester has the ball in his hands. And here goes Jake Cutler. Walter Payton, 12 yards, 37 yards. A very pedestrian game, but the last drive he was able to come alive. Let's see what they do this drive. Jay Cutler giving the ball to Walter Payton, and they're going to continue that trend. They really want to get Walter Payton going. You know, I don't understand why they don't run the ball on the perimeter more with Walter Payton. They should run the ball on the perimeter more, but they love to run it on the inside. I really feel like they could create something on the perimeter, but I'm not coaching. I'm just watching. All right, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chicago Bears looking good. That was a good quarter by the Chicago Bears. As we look at the highlights from that quarter, Alshon Jeffrey making a big play. Barry Sanders making a big play. Martellus Bennett getting his team into the red zone. The Chicago Bears are in action. They are in business, guys. That last quarter, the Chicago Bears scoring 2 touchdowns to the Falcons 1 touchdown. And if they can have another quarter like that, they might just walk away with the victory, guys. Let's see. Jay Cutler throwing the... Oh, no. Jay Cutler throwing the ball. And that time, Jay Cutler throws an incomplete pass. Deion Sanders on the coverage. Deion Sanders has been absolutely phenomenal covering Brandon Marshall today. Here goes Jay Cutler on a 3rd and 8. Good ball to Walter Payton. Walter Payton making the elusive spin. Walter Payton. That's a way to get the ball to your superstar running back. Just throw the ball to him. Getting the ball to Walter Payton in open space. Great play. Walter Payton spinning out of trouble on that play. 1st down Bears. And Deion Sanders coming up with the stop. At the 39-yard line, the Bears look to keep this drive moving. Walter Payton out the backfield. Cutler running out of time, and they're going to get to Jay Cutler. Adrian Claiborne now with his first solo sack of the game. That's 3 sacks for the Falcons now. Their defense is gaining momentum as this game wears on. Adrian Claiborne. What a play. Beating his man, getting off the block, and getting to Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler didn't have anyone open. And up to this point, you have to be impressed with the way the Bears have managed the passing game. Jay Cutler hasn't been harassed much. And he's gotten the ball out of his hands, and he's been very effective. And there goes Jeffrey crossing the formation. Look at Alshon Jeffrey's numbers. 7 receptions, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has been nothing short of an animal today, guys. Jay Cutler, 39 from the 38. Dropping back. And Jay Cutler's going to release the ball. And he gets this to Jeffrey again. Jeffrey with the dynamite grab. Alshon Jeffrey saying, get off of me. Alshon Jeffrey is a grown man amongst boys out there. Yanking in that ball. Alshon Jeffrey, what a play. First down, Chicago Bears. Who needs Brandon Marshall when you have Alshon Jeffrey? Goodness gracious. First down from the 17. The Bears in the red zone yet again. And this game is getting more and more exciting as we go on. And they're going to give the ball to Walter Payton, and he's going to get tackled. Another run up the middle. As you see, the Falcons, they ranked number 1 in takeaways. They have 2 takeaways today. They want to take the ball away again, guys. They really want to stop this drive as the Bears continue to gain momentum. Jay Cutler dropping back. Jay Cutler throwing. Jay Cutler getting to Brandon Marshall, diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon Marshall. Chicago Bears getting a touchdown that they needed. Brandon Marshall's first touchdown. He has been held under close coverage, tight coverage all day long by Deion Sanders. And that time, Brandon Marshall able to slip just by an inch and dive in. That is the effort of a champion. Look at Brandon Marshall. What a phenomenal play. As we look at the pylon view, whoa, Brandon Marshall, what a phenomenal play. That was beautiful. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. And this game is now a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. So the Chicago Bears have fought back, and Michael Vick and the Falcons have got to be concerned. Man, that drive, it's like the Falcons didn't know what hit them. Great, great drive, great possession, awesome. Let's take a look at that touchdown play by Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall, where did he line up at? Okay, so he was on this side, and they were in a stack formation. Brandon Marshall off of the line of scrimmage, so Deion Sanders wasn't able to get in his face. Deion giving a little jam to Hester, and that probably threw Deion off. Marshall's able to get some separation, and then Marshall diving into the end zone, feeling the urgency of the moment, knowing his team needs the touchdown. Brandon Marshall stepping up. What a play by the Bears. Brandon Marshall, he's not going to let this game go without leaving his mark. Great play design by the Bears coaching unit, getting Brandon Marshall free from the terrorizing Deion Sanders as he's able to score that touchdown. And here goes Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush tackled at the 30. 22 yards per return today, Reggie Bush. He's been solid. And Michael Vick talking to his number 1 receiver. They may try something here. We saw how they responded earlier. This is not a team that's going to sit around and wait. They are a proactive team. And they're going to give the ball to Barry. Barry Sanders with space. Barry Sanders juking, spinning. Barry Sanders shutting a tackle. Barry Sanders breaking free with nobody around him. Barry Sanders is going to score the touchdown. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. What a play. 70-yard run. What a play design. They kept at it. They kept at it. And Barry Sanders able to rekindle that flame that he started with. They really slowed Barry Sanders down there for a second. But Barry Sanders saying, The Atlanta Falcons saying, And they design a play and get Barry Sanders the ball. Perhaps maybe the running of Michael Vick may have caused that. They really shut Barry down. Michael Vick started to gash the Bears. So that creates space for Barry Sanders. This read option of the Atlanta Falcons is just so difficult to stop. How do you guard both of these guys running the ball? Touchdown Falcons, and this is back to a 10-point game. One play, 70 yards, the Atlanta Falcons, Barry Sanders, that's all she wrote. Phenomenal play. They came out onto the field so confidently, as if they knew what was about to happen, as if they knew they saw something. Here we go. Michael Vick here. You see Michael Vick, he's going to hold Tamba Ali. He's going to hold that outside linebacker. He's concerned about Michael Vick running the ball. Barry Sanders is going to keep it, and he has extra space. Because of Tamba Ali being held, that frees up other linemen and other blockers to completely focus on the play side defense. And they come out here and they just block and they open up the sea for Barry Sanders. And you give that type of space to Barry Sanders, it is all she wrote. Barry Sanders too slippery, too elusive, and too strong too. It's just too difficult to take this guy down once he gets going in the open field. And that is an easy touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons will kick the ball off to the Bears. And let's see, will Alshon Jeffery continue his historic record-breaking performance? Let's find out. Jay Cutler, man, 20 for 27, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception in the first quarter. Since then, he has been dynamite. And Jay Cutler is going to take the ball out of the shotgun formation. Jay Cutler delivering the ball. He gets it to Marshall. That time Marshall able to, whoa, what a savvy play. They throw it right underneath Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders playing a bit off Deion Sanders. And they're able to run a savvy play, a very savvy play. They get the ball to Marshall very quickly. Deion Sanders whiffs on his tackle. And they're looking to get Marshall into the game. They better be careful, though. They better be careful. They better be careful now because you don't want to try Deion too much. He will snatch that ball right out the air, but let's see. It's been great coaching up to this point, so let's see what happens. Jay Cutler dropping back with time. Letting go of the ball, and he has a man. Oh! That was Meredith that time. Jay Cutler on the accuracy just missed his man. We haven't seen a lot of that today. He's been very accurate, but that time Jay Cutler misses his man. It is 2nd and 10 from the 38. From the Trey open formation are the Bears, and they're going to set up a screen to Peyton, and they get the screen to Peyton. Peyton with space, juking, oh, and they're able to take him. Good tackle, great tackle by the safety position for the Falcons, and that's why they put Poole in. They put Brian Poole in as opposed to Ricardo Allen because of stuff like this. Brian Poole already proven himself early, actually having the only interception, and now it's really the only concern about putting Brian Poole as opposed to Ricardo Allen in the game because Ricardo Allen is more of a ball hawk. He's more effective against the pass. Brian Poole more of a stout tackler. He's a larger defender, and right there, he's able to come up with the short tackle. The Bears from the 22. Oh, and they get the sack. Brian Poole again. Brian Poole has made plays today, people. He has a sack. He has an interception. And right there, he's going to set the Bears back to the 31-yard line. Brian Poole. The Falcons certainly appreciating that decision to start Brian Poole at safety as opposed to Ricardo Allen. Even though Ricardo Allen may be, you can make an argument that Ricardo Allen is the better safety, but Brian Poole fits what they want to do. 2nd and 18 from the 31. Jay Cutler is going to run the draw play to Peyton, and Peyton not able to get anything. They thought they were going to catch the Falcons off guard there, but they weren't able to do so. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 22 from the 35-yard line. Third and 22, 35-yard line. Cutler looking. Cutler's going to get sacked, and they're going to strip the ball from Cutler and take it away. Oh, and he gets down. Wow, Vic Beasley stripped the ball from Cutler. He took it out of his hands, and that is devastating for the Chicago Bears. This could be detrimental. Clutch play. They chase Jay Cutler out of the pocket. They strip the ball out of his hand. Phenomenal play. Barry Sanders, look at his numbers, man. 16 carries, 10 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? they're definitely going to give the ball to Barry Sanders on this possession as they have the lead in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to start doing it here. Oh, okay, and they're going to pass, actually, to my surprise. Oh, and they're going to get the ball to Julio Jones. Don't forget about Julio Jones, folks. Just when you think you have everything in mind of what this team could do, there goes Julio Jones. Julio Jones with his first catch in the fourth quarter. Michael Vick finding the open man. Brashad Perriman almost breaking away. Brashad Perriman, the big, strong, fast pickup from the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, they have replaced Perriman, but he's been able to find a home here in Atlanta where his services are useful. And he almost breaks away. He is a difficult tackle in the open field. Very strong young man. All right, from the 17-yard line, Michael Vick in the empty formation. And he's going to dump it off quickly to Reese. That is a good play by Michael Vick. And the Falcons are looking good. The Falcons are looking really good here. After taking the ball away, they are certainly looking to close this game out. Giving it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders spinning, juking, and falling down at the 3-yard line. Great play design. Barry Sanders with the open lane. Again with the fake option, the read option. Holding those defenders. Creating running lanes. And the Falcons are controlling this game right now. From the 3-yard line. Falcons, quick drop. And they're going to throw the fade route again to Julio Jones. Julio Jones gets the ball knocked out of his hands. You have to credit Fuller for the job he's done on Julio Jones. He's been there. He has played physical. And unfortunately for his team, though, the Falcons have had other options. They have not had to go to Julio Jones in spite of his phenomenal coverage. But he holds him on that play. And here goes Barry Sanders up the middle. And Barry Sanders finding a crease and getting into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. You have to wonder if this defense is getting tired now at this point. This defense has to be tired. Barry Sanders is going to fall forward into the end zone, finds that crease, and falls forward into the end zone. 44 Falcons as they line up to kick the extra point, and the extra point is good. 45-28, 6-play, 54-yard drive. After the turnover, Jay Cutler motivating his team. Jay Cutler has been brave all game long. He has been certainly courageous. He has been a leader all game long. He's done what he could. But now, Jay Cutler needs a miracle. Jay Cutler takes the field. 22 of 30 for 389 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a game. Only 1 interception. Of course, he would like to get that back, but he's played phenomenal. You couldn't ask for much more from your quarterback in this situation, but yet they still lose. They're still losing. Here goes Walter Payton out to the flat, and Deion Jones is right there to tackle him. Pardon me, that was Duke Riley, the outside linebacker, all over Walter Payton for the stop. 2nd and 10. Jay Cutler from the shotgun. Finding Payton again. And they knocked the ball out of Payton's hands. This Falcons defense is not letting up, and they look like they are zeroing in on the victory here, guys. Wow, what a play. What a play. Third and 10. And he's going to drop the ball. It looks like this offense is just giving up, guys. It's like they've taken the life out of this Bears team, and they're going to punt the ball. This game is looking close to over. Oh, and they're going to go for it. Oh, that time. Throwing down the field, and it gets broken up. Jay Cutler not able to complete the pass. Here comes Michael Vick. Michael Vick has been slowed down a bit. They've certainly dialed back the passing game. Michael Vick has just been protecting the ball as of late, and that's all he's wanted to do. Hold on to this lead, and they look to run out the clock here. Gonna keep the clock running. That was a good play by Bruce Irvin. But it appears to be too little too late at this time. Barry Sanders with space. Barry Sanders juking. Barry Sanders almost breaking free yet again on that play. Barry Sanders almost got free. The Bears' pursuit able to get to him. Oh, my apologies, people. My apologies. And it's looking like the Atlanta Falcons are going to be going to Philadelphia for the NFC Championship game. As Michael Vick takes off with the ball, spins to the inside, keeps the ball in play, keeps the clock running. They are showing no mercy whatsoever. Michael Vick still making plays. They're looking to score yet again. They want to put this team away as if they haven't already put them away already. Beautiful spin move. Michael Vick has been dynamite. And it's been the running game. It has been the duel of Michael Vick and Barry Sanders. And statistically, when these guys are both going like this, when they're both over 100 yards, the Falcons are undefeated. When they both get going, it's just extremely difficult to beat these guys. Unless, of course, they turn the ball over, but they haven't turned the ball over a lot today. They've held on to the ball. Barry Sanders, fake to Barry. Michael Vick will walk in for the touchdown. Easy. What do you do? They are confused. They seem lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. What do you do in that situation? They fake it to Barry Sanders. Michael Vick keeps it. What a play. It is 52-28. The Atlanta Falcons have just been dominant on offense. The running game all day long. For a second, they had Barry Sanders bottled up, but during that time span, Michael Vick just gashed him. Michael Vick gashed him, so they had to steer their attention back to Vick, and then Barry Sanders started gashing him again. So the whole game, this running game, has just tormented this Bears defense. They have not been able to stop them. Atlanta Falcons with 515 total yards today, over 300 yards rushing. outstanding performance, and there's nothing that Jay Cutler can do at this point with 3 minutes on the clock. He's just going to pad the stats here. False start on the Bears. And the Bears are starting to get frustrated. They're very upset. They fought good. They played a really good game early on, and they fought back. They fought back hard. But the Falcons responded. There goes Meredith. Jay Cutler continues his assault. A 400-yard day for Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler certainly playing over and beyond his ability today. Third and 4. Jay Cutler letting go. Oh, and he throws an interception to Marcus Trufant. Marcus Trufant looking to get revenge. He was abused all day today. Oh, and he's going to get tackled at the 2nd-yard line. Was not able to score. You can tell Marcus Trufant wanted that touchdown. Marcus Trufant was dominated all day today by Alshon Jeffrey. He looked eager to score just now, but he gets caught by Walter Payton at the 2-yard line. But what a play by Marcus Trufant to step in front of that pass. He tried to elude Walter Payton, and it just didn't work. Jay Cutler doing what he's done all day. Perhaps maybe losing a bit of focus here in the last mundane moments of the game. Meaningless moments, and Jay Cutler just throws it straight to Trufant. Trying to go to his guy, Alshon Jeffrey. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. And the Falcons line up in a heavy gun formation, and they're going to run it with Vick. Michael Vick, 19 carries on the day, guys. When you factor in all of the scrambling plays, when him taking off, and then the read options and the design runs, I mean, Michael Vick, he gets a lot of touches. He certainly had a lot of touches today. He normally averages between 10 and 15 carries per game. But on today's game, he really had to carry the team especially for a period there, as I keep reiterating. They actually had Barry Sanders bottled up for about a quarter in this game. In spite of his numbers, they actually bottled Barry Sanders up. But they couldn't bottle up Barry Sanders and Michael Vick. And Michael Vick took over the running game as Barry Sanders now is going to walk in. And at this point into the game, they've given up. There's nothing they could do. Falcons looking to put up 59 points as we wait for the extra point. What a performance by the Atlanta Falcons today. They surged and exploded past the Chicago Bears team. Phenomenal game. Their running game is phenomenal. Jay Cutler taking the field again. Jay Cutler dropping back. Throwing the ball down the field, getting the ball to Marshall, but Marshall having the ball knocked away. Deion Sanders with his 2nd pass deflection of the day. Deion Sanders, he's had a ghost game, guys, and that's what you want out of your number 1 cornerback. You haven't called his name much. He calls it ghosting. You know, of course he would like to get interceptions. He would like to have his name called. But if you're able to disappear from the broadcast as a cornerback, that means you're doing your job. And we haven't called his name much because Brandon Marshall has just been blanketed for most of the game. And there goes the sack. Vic Beasley with his first solo sack of the game. He has 1.5 sacks. Vic Beasley coming, or at least, actually, you know what? That was not his first solo sack, actually. That was not a solo sack. That was a collective sack, and the team take down Jay Cutler, creating a 3rd and long. And at this point, the Bears are kind of just going through the motions, playing for some sort of any bit of dignity that they can at this point. They should feel proud as they get sacked. Wow, this Atlanta Falcons team has just closed on these guys. And you know what, guys? We're gonna simulate the punt return, because those are always exciting with Deion Sanders. We never know what's gonna happen. But after this, guys, we're just gonna close this game out. This game is over with. There is nothing left to watch on this game. Good competitive playoff game, and here goes Deion Sanders. Will he return it? No, he won't. He will not return it. Fair catch. Nowhere for him to run. Again, guys, my name is Bricks Buntley. Thank you for watching this EA Sports exclusive presentation of Madden 2018. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. And we are going to close this game out. John Fox and the Chicago Bears are gonna go home, but they should feel proud. In spite of the score, they fought well against a very talented team, a team that's more talented than they are. And for them to be able to make it to this point anyway, they really showed courage. They played in a tough division all year long with the Packers and the Minnesota Vikings and even the Lions. All those teams are solid teams, and they were able to come out on top of that division, but yet their season will fall short here as they collide with the dominant Atlanta Falcons. They have been explosive all year long, and nothing changes here. This running game looks to keep pace in Philadelphia next week on Sunday, NFC Championship weekend. So we look at the stacks. Jay Cutler was phenomenal through the air, but look at those rushing yards. 368 yards rushing by the Falcons. You know, it almost seems like if the Bears would have committed to the run a bit earlier, they didn't run the ball until later on in the game, and that may have changed the way this game went. And it's unfortunate. They're gonna have to wait till next year. As we look at the stats, Barry Sanders, phenomenal, had one hell of a game, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns by Barry Sanders. You couldn't ask for a better game. And these Atlanta Falcons, they walk away with the victory. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, guys. This is Bricks Buntley, and I'm signing off.